Leah has learned where our journey leads. As Madan's forces will strike from the depths of Ariat Crater. That leaves the soldiers of Bastion's Keep to bear the brunt of his attack. I must ensure that they are victorious.
Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome back to Diablo 3. You may notice I look a little bit different. This is because, unfortunately, I did a recording binge the other day and ended up having with corrupt footage, so about 2 hours of footage were lost. So, thankfully, Diablo 3 has the ability to roll back to the beginning of an act, and I've rolled back to the beginning of Act 3. I got a little of the ways into it, and you can see I'm level 41 now. We'll probably gain a few more levels in this. I'm leaving it on hard the rest of the playthrough. We might actually reach 70 by the end of the playthrough now, unfortunately. But we shall see. I don't know whether that's fortunately or unfortunately. But anyway, let's talk to Tyrael. He's going to tell us about the defenses it can't hold, and we've got to protect the Black Soulstone. So a lot of the stuff in this are not going to be surprises to me. So we've got to actually go downstairs and light these bonfires, which are kind of an important thing. It basically signals that, yeah, we should get things ready for the attack. We will be moving back into this town a lot, I did notice. And yes, the Black Soulstone is whispering and hot. It's getting hotter to her and it's whispering, but we'll come back into this town a few times. And is my inventory cleared up? Yeah, I cleared up my inventory. I've gotten a few gems and stuff like that. I've gotten different equipment a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit of different equipment. But we've got our resistances up and stuff like that, so I won't immediately die to everything. But these demon troopers, not too much of a challenge. Our gear setup is pretty similar to before. It's just slightly stronger stuff every now and then. Lord of the Burning Hells, blah, blah, blah. We get a vision of him. Got to go through that portal down yonder. Hey, Demon Trooper, you're supposed to be dead. But we've got Blood Rush, we've got Bone Spikes, Bone Spear with Teeth, we've got Skeletal Archer, Command Skeletons, and the Golem. Our Golem is a Bone Golem now. It's supposed to ice. It gives us the ability to turn him into a tornado of bones, which is pretty nice. It's actually not a bad skill. I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it, and I've just kind of kept with it since. I wish I could have captured my original reaction to it, but unfortunately, corruption happens. I'm sorry, it sucks. I really wish there was a way I could roll back my levels too, but I don't think there is without starting completely over from scratch, which means that my gear would need to be like rolled back as well, and I don't think I actually have the ability to do that because I've actually salvaged some of the gear that I was using. As far as interesting things I've noticed, yes, we have Elvis pose. Since my baby left me. Yeah, and unfortunately another thing that got corrupted was the Scoundrel made a really corny pun that I highly appreciated, but I don't remember the exact phrasing of it, so hopefully he'll do it again when we get to that point in the act, and I'll be able to include it in there as well. But right now we've got to light some battlements, so getting to them is not too bad of a challenge. They're usually just like up on top of these little platforms, but I don't think this is one where it's actually at, so we're just launching these things over their heads, unfortunately. And we're getting them in bone prisons, but we want to keep moving forward. And we're going to be raising up some catapults later on, too. That's about as... I got a little further than that, but yeah, we shall see how this turns out. We learn a little bit more about the Black Soulstone as well. Anyway, let's go stab these people in the face. I'm taking my time going through them. I'm not doing like speedrun tactics. After this playthrough, I will look at some speedruns and see if it's something I would like to do. If it's just a bunch of running past things and there's no real kind of cemented strategy, it's just a luck whether you find a path or not, I'm probably not going to do it, and it's striking me as it's probably going to be that way. There may be some shortcuts past some of the quests that I don't know, but we'll see about those in the future. Future playthroughs. I will be doing the other classes. I'm enjoying this enough to go through at least once with each of the classes, so we shall see that. If Diablo 4 releases before then, I'll do that one as well. I don't think Diablo 4 will, because, well, Blizzard is notoriously slow with that kind of stuff. And you need to just die, Hellbear. These Hellbears are actually kind of cool. You'd think they'd be able to take a lot more damage than they do. But, yeah, they're just big and beefy and just able to spit out guys. They don't really do any damage or anything like that. So, yeah, whatevers. Hey, Demon Trooper, go away. I should show off the Bone Golem's ability relatively soon. I just need to find a big group of enemies to make it actually worth it. There's going to be a big attack there. Ooh, lordy. And one, we'll go ahead and throw him on top of those. And he just turns into a tornado and, like, draws them in that direction. It's really kind of awesome looking. Where is your leader? There is your leader. Let's see. All of you guys can sprint towards him. I'll go ahead and cast some lovelies around me just to help me out. The enemies here, not too tough. We got a Palace Helm and a Square Ruby. We also got a diamond out of it. I'm farming diamonds, for those of you that are wondering. I'm using the Broken Crown to farm diamonds. I've transmogrified it into a hood, so it looks cool. But, yeah, I'm using that primarily just to get more diamonds. I'm not really needing the equipment slot for anything else, because we're not really running into things that are particularly challenging. Later on, I may need to tweak my gear out just to be designed just for combat and stuff like that. But right now, with the enemies being not too bad, I might as well take the drops as I can get them. So, that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We'll go ahead and pick up all the stuff that we find. I can salvage it for more more crafting materials, sorry. Item crafting materials is what I was going for. I don't really need the item there, or more items. I wonder if, is there a limit on how many of them you can carry, or is there just an unlimited amount? Because I do notice that, yeah, they're here, but it doesn't say like there's a cap or anything like that. So, yeah. Binds to account on pickup, and I don't know if it's shared across characters. I don't think it is, because I think my Witch Doctor actually has a good chunk of stuff, because I do remember salvaging a bunch of things as the Witch Doctor. The fact that I played as the Witch Doctor is one of the reasons why it's probably not going to be the second one I play through. I'm not going to say for certain it's not going to be, but yeah, it's not high on my list. I actually have access to a decent Witch Doctor, so it's level 70. That's where I got all the Paragon levels. Hi, friend. This is actually going a little bit quicker than it did the first time. First time, I got all the bonfires lit just as the 20-minute mark hit, so obviously I know what I'm expecting now, so it's like, yeah, this is a little bit easier, so I don't have to focus on it nearly as much. We're getting a lot of gold. Hi, Meteor. I wish we could use those catapults to our advantage, but no, they're just moving bodies around, tossing them places. Kind of sadness, but let's see. We're up to 3 of the 5 bonfires lit. The signal beacons. So, 3 out of 5 isn't bad. We are going to get all 5 in this episode, even if it kills me. Which it probably won't. I don't see the enemies being too threatening. We've got a treasure goblin over here. Oh, let's go ahead and have you guys chase him. Our lovely little friend there missed. Let's go with a archer. And we're going to focus on that treasure goblin. Come on, give me all your treasure. Thank you. I do like treasures. They make me happy. I was kind of hoping it would get a treasure portal, because that would like show some things off, but whatever. I'm okay with it not being there. Okay, we can actually teleport past this guy and actually get this, so if I was really concerned about speedrunning, I would be using the teleport a lot more, and the fact that the Necromancer has a teleport, it kind of makes him a good candidate for speedrunning, although you don't get it until fairly late, so that might not actually work out in the long run, but still. That's good. You can die. Thank you. Yep. Let's see. Actually, what level do you get that at? Skills? Will it tell us? I think it's like 40-something. I mean, not 40-something. 30-something, like 37 or something like that. I'm not certain. So it is fairly up there. Now, there are tricks. I wager, and this is just a guess here, that you can do like an experience bump by playing through and I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. by basically using your difficulties. So wait to turn into in a quest until you have like it boosted up to the next difficulty. So that could be a thing. I'm not entirely certain on that, but that seems like it could be possible to do, especially if you're doing like one where you don't have to change difficulties to boost it up. So that's a thing that could be a possibility, and I could see myself actually going through a good chunk of the game. Oh, we must help you fight them off. Okay. Oh, wow, we got Bone Prison on the Hellbearer. Okay, cute. But, yeah, it's... Are you guys done? Good job. Oh, I wish I could pick that up. Necro hauling around a giant mace. But, yeah. I could see that being a thing if you were going to speedrun this. I don't know for certain. I haven't actually watched a speedrun of this. They're probably a few hours long, which means that I'd actually have to set aside a day just to, you know, watch it, because I would be going back and forth saying, okay, so they did this, this, and this. Oh, and he is summoning something. Colossal Golgor. They're very impressive whenever they come in. I have to say that. It's quite an impressive feat to see them appear out of nowhere. They're not very strong, but impressive. I do like how meaty a lot of the enemies feel in this game. There's a lot that don't, but there's a good number of them that are just amazing as far as just how hefty they feel and how punishing they feel, even if they're actually not punishing you, just because of how they function. And we got level 42. Sweet. It's the level that is life, everything, and all that. Okay. Decrepify got Wither. Yeah. Army of the Dead got Unconventional Warfare. I'm curious. What's the other one that we get? Oh, we didn't get another one. I want to see what that does. You are going to be the one I probably would swap out for it. So Army of the Dead, Unconventional Warfare. Skeletons will raise from the ground and attack random targets. We'll try it. We got Army of the Dead. We'll see how that works. About. Okay. Wretch that is giving me so much trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soulstone. Yeah, we very much will, actually. Okay, we received a bunch of golden experience from that, and onward into Stone Fort, where we will raise catapults. Hopefully we can raise more than one. There's the waypoint. Oh yeah, and we don't have the waypoints that I'd gotten before. That's good to know. You'd have to like advance the story to actually get to those waypoints. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Colossal Golgor, he's in a bone prison. He's not a huge threat. I'm going to probably run past several enemies just because, you know, it doesn't really serve a purpose to sit here and fight them and level up. What is your story, Captain Hale? We're down 4 lads until reinforcements arrive. Trouble is the lift stopped and we can't see through what's wrong with all the muck down there. Okay, this is basically a defend the post kind of thing. Defeat the demon rush. This would be a good time to test what that new skill does, but as it stands, there's not enough enemies at this point to actually make it worthwhile. We're killing them so quickly on hard, that's a little ridiculous. Yay, all of you die. Good job. Let's see, it should be like one more wave and then we'll see what happens on the bridge. And yes, we have to do this one to get across, unfortunately, and I believe it's timed. I don't think they just send more until everything is dead. I'm trying to think of how to phrase that. I don't think the guys that come out of the pit are I don't think the guys that come out of the pit are just coming out as soon as you kill things. I think they're coming out on a timer, and that's how they release, and then these guys come up after everything else has been defeated. There we go. That's how I wanted to phrase that. Actually, it's probably not, but I tried. I tried. Probably failed, but I don't care, because I'm killing things. Let's go ahead and click continue there. But that's one of those, like, the prize there isn't awarded by talking to anybody, but there are certain quests that you don't get the prize until you talk to people. So I could see flickering the difficulty up just to get a few extra levels, and then ticking it back down to, say, normal. But, yeah, that's just something that I could see happening. It's not... It's actually a trick that I considered doing on my Witch Doctor to get some extra experience, but yeah. That's pretty much the only kind of cheaty thing I can think of. There's not rune words in this game. There are legendary gems, but you can't get them consistently. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure how there'd be a consistency boost able to be done by a player. But I could be wrong. You guys are already dead. We need to raise the catapults. I don't think it's going to be back that way. It would have popped up on my... Yeah, it would have popped up on my thing by then. Sorry, guys. We're not going to save you. We do not care. Rashkovsky Tooth Grind. That is a hell of a name. Very Russian. I don't think they are Russian because, you know, there is no Russia in this game. Okay, we just burst through the barrier. Obviously, enemies are a lot easier when you've got them snared in place. You don't have to worry about them hitting you. That tends to make a lot of things easier. That's not the direction we want to go. Ooh, might have actually had a video skip there. I don't know why my processor decided to just all of a sudden do stuff. I think it's because I actually have Fortnite installed. And it might be trying to update, in which case I need to stop it, but I'll do that between episodes. And yes, this is being recorded way before the 20th, but you won't see it until... Actually, you might see this one... This one might show up on the 16th. I think it's episode 17. Yeah. So you'll see it a few days before Fortnite comes out, but yes, I will be doing a series on Fortnite. Worry not. Fortnite shall come. Boiling oil. Let's go ahead and grab the Empowered Shrine. Reduces cooldowns. Oh, hi, guys. I'm sorry, you all die, but you're not exactly a huge threat. Now, does the difficulty... Oh, items... Oh, yeah, items crushed. Yeah, I forgot about that. I had forgotten about that because I hadn't encountered it in a while. And Colossal Golgor. Restore my resources. And all the things must die. I see where the first catapult is. We'll hopefully get there relatively quickly. Okay, you guys can keep fighting down there. I don't care. And down we go. We are going to raise the first catapult. These are kind of like defend the position kind of ones. Sergeant Burroughs. Okay. So we're going to have a bunch of people come running out. Okay. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Okay, you guys are just kind of behind the wall over there, aren't you? Okay. Come down here. Come on. Get down here, you guys. We will protect you. Now, if they get hit, they stop raising it up, so you have to wait for them to get down here. Come on, you guys. There you go. Good job. And yeah, with our little army down here, we don't have to worry about things getting to the people raising the catapult. It just takes forever. Forever, ever. And they don't come in huge waves, so at least that's a thing. Kind of wish they did. It would make it a little bit more interesting to defend these guys, but... And it's like, you guys aren't doing much here. Good job. And let's see. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's like we're only like halfway there. Where's the rest of the enemies? I suppose I could move on, but oh, here's the rest of the guys. Good job raising the catapult. You guys are doing great. Well, actually, you're doing kind of terrible, but it's really, really slow. That doesn't seem like it'd be an efficient way to raise a catapult. You'd think you'd want it up here to begin with, but maybe that's how they protect them from being destroyed. Okay, we've probably got one more wave if I had to guess, and then we can just run away. I'll let it get close, and then I'll start running away. But as soon as this one's raised up, we'll probably call it episode 1. We're making good time here, though. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Good job. You guys raised the catapult. Okay. It's up. Yay, continue. Catapults raised in Stormfront. 1 of 3. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Diablo 3. Keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.